Hi everyone, this is Aisha Seltaj, and this is my submission for the Kaggle's AI Agents Intensive Vibe Coding Capstone. I named this app BabaTree. So this is named after someone who's really close to me, who used to always nudge me to do the prayers on time. And I wanted to nudge that. I wanted to bottle up that nudge and give it to every Muslim who wants to pray on time, but sometimes struggles to find that push from within. So, this project is especially close to me for three reasons. First, my Muslim community. I am happy that I'm able to use my tech skills to build something that can actually help them, hoping someday it can help people to pray more consistently and on time. Second, the environment. Because this doesn't stop at helping people pray, it grows into something for the planet too. Real trees. Hopefully, that's coming into the phase two. And third, AI engineering itself. This is where I get to learn and build with agents, hands on in something that really matters to me. Power tree, a nudge to pray, a tree to grow. Let's see how that works. So, what you see on my screen is a login screen over here. So, I'm going to quickly give in my name and my city over here. There's also a demo mode where every prayer has been shifted to just now. And the reason I'd be giving in the demo mode, but for now, let's just log in into this screen. So while that loads, this is a MCP server call that I've made over here, a fast MCP server hitting the Al Adhan prayer times API, pulling a full weeks of accurate prayer times for this city, which is Novi, once right now. That is at the start of the session. So this is the dashboard that you see over here. And as you can see, we see the seed over here, right? Now, we also see the prayer timetable and a 20 minute window after every prayer. So, as Muslims, we basically have five prayers in a day, starting from Fajr, Zuhr, Asr, Maghrib, and Isha. And the timings that you see are the Adhan times, that is the prayer call in times. And the time that you see after that is the 20-minute window that I have hard coded over here, hoping that it's not just enough that you pray, but it's also very important that you pray early. Now, here's the app. If I pray within 20-minute window next to each prayer, it grows a virtual tree from a seed all the way to a mature tree across the five stages. Right now, what you see is just emojis over here, but in the future enhancements, I'm hoping to bring in more polished UI down the line. And it doesn't stop at the virtual tree actually. In the phase two, I'm hoping once I hit a cumulative milestone, let's say if a person is praying 50 prayers on time, that is within the 20-minute window, there is like an intention for a real tree to be planted in their name in collaboration with reforestation partners like maybe One Tree Planted or Digital Humani. So that is some work I'd be needing to do in phase two. But for now, this is the POC for the phase one where I am trying to log every prayer and then change the digital tree from seed to a mature tree. So let's talk about the architecture very quickly over here. So before that, if I basically log the prayer over here, yeah, so this would load and because we are not within the 20-minute window for the Fajr prayer, this would basically give out a yellow mark over here. But let me quickly discuss the architecture that went behind building this. So under the hood, ticking a prayer runs two ADK agents, right? If you can see my screen. Right, over here. So under the hood, taking a prayer basically runs two ADK agents in sequence. One is a prayer validator agent that checks the window, that is a 20-minute window, and a tree growth agent that updates the tree. The time math is never left to the LLM, so it calls a deterministic tool for that. The LLM only decides which tool to call and when. Now, as you can see, it shows yellow, it doesn't show green, and the seed also has not gone into a sapling mode over here. Like you can also see the bar has not changed, and that is a very intentional thing that we are intending for the prayers to not just be prayed, but also be prayed within a 20-minute window that is to be prayed early. So if you're still praying, but you're not praying in the 20-minute window, it will still show up as yellow. But if you pray within the 20-minute window, it will show up as green. So as these timings are very like they have a specific timings, and I for the demo I'll not be able to do that. I'm basically logging out from here and I'm going to the demo mode where every prayer time has adjusted to just now such that we can fit into that 20-minute window. So let me again give in my details and go with the demo mode over here right now. Yeah. So as you can see, yeah, the prayer timings have basically been adjusted just so that I can give a demo properly. Um, yeah, so again, if I, let's say, we right now see a seed, and if I log that prayer as I prayed the prayer, we basically see that the prayer validator agent calls a tool to reach the cached Adan time, gets the current time, and deterministically decides it's valid or late. Then it basically hands off to the tree growth agent, which recalculates the stage of the seed or the sapling or the sprout that is, and checks the milestone. So this is a real multi-agent handoff, which is live. So as you can see, for the zero count, we basically see that it was a seed. But right now, with Fajr being logged, it has changed into a sprout. And if I keep logging prayers that way, assuming they would be logged in different time intervals, this would the digital tree would basically be growing. So for now, for the 35 prayers that I'm hoping to have for the entire week, which is 5 into 7, I am bringing 1 to 7 the emoji as a sprout. So yeah, this would just continue in this manner until the emoji would basically turn into a full grown tree over here. So again, this is the POC. So talking about the limitations in this, so this is a phase one proof of concept. The milestone is tracked per session for now, not across weeks, since there's no database yet. And that real tree planting call is currently a stub in the code base. It detects the milestone but doesn't fire the reforestation request yet. So when we bring in the phase two, I'm hoping to basically fire the reforestation request with maybe digital human eye, which can actually send in a request for a real plant to be planted in their name. So beyond that, phase three, we are hoping, like I'm trying to bring in phase three with a native mobile app and community trees. And before this could serve people daily, it obviously needs AI engineering production principles with observability, evals for both agents or more, and real persistent storage, deliberately scoped out of this capstone but not overlooked. So, yeah, BabaTree pairs two kinds of good in one small habit: spiritual well being today and real reforestation at scale tomorrow. A nudge to pray, a tree to grow. Thank you so much.